friend, how you feeling? Lenny said, fourth the peas. We were selling heavy squares, man. Buying new Kellys every year.
To New Orleans and the iconic Caesars Superdome, the long-term home of the All-State Sugar Bowl, which this year, of course, is part of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals. For the top four seeds, a time to begin their quest toward the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. Bringing it out. It's Baker. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. So Colorado's offense begins this game backed up. That was not a good return. Well, the energy of this building crew is just going to pick up as this Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, let le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
And we're really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Now the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Buffs. Just ran away from the defense.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield and a touchdown. With all the buildup and all the hype, this is how we get started.
And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it 7-0. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense gets their first crack now. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. And he just throws the ball away there. Nobody open. Excellent coverage.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Catch made on the right side. Goes down after making the grab. That's not going to be enough for a first down.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
So ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. Quick throw, catch made on the out route.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
The Cornhuskers will line up to punt it away. And the returner is brought down. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? First play of the drive now. They'll start from the 32. On first down, it's play action. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Now here comes the bunch formation. The back's got it. And the runner brought down right at the 38-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
An important third down attempt for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Football comes out. It bounces past the sideline, out of bounds, and they avoid the turnover there.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. And the Buffaloes line up on 1st and 10 now. A quick throw out left, complete. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Looks right for a quick completion.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
The Buffaloes are on the move here. First down, looking to throw the football. Almost makes a terrible freshman mistake. Lucky that it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, ready?
And so Kirk, Colorado has the lead. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Through one period, these teams are finding out that playoff games just feel different. Who can handle the nerves better as we head to the second? A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Miller.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route. You'd prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
And the Buffaloes will look to convert here on fourth down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Complete to the running back. Can he get first down yardage? Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
And the Buffaloes are in the red zone. Tailback with another carry. Got space looking for the end zone here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
And now they'll set up for the point after. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Looking to throw it on first down. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. They'll try a pass here. Receiver makes the grab. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play. Second down play coming up for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. And the Huskers have first and 10 here. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space across midfield. And he steps out of bounds after the great pick. Solid return to set up his offense.
How about the big fella coming up with the interception? You don't see that very often.
And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. Trying to build on a beautiful, balanced touchdown drive last time they had it. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And he lofts it toward the sideline. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. The magnitude and intensity of these playoff matchups is always something special to be a part of. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. Chris, let's send things back to you and Kirk for what should be a memorable second half as we eagerly anticipate who'll be moving on to the next round of this college football playoff.
The Buffaloes will kick this away to start the second half. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Grab down the middle. It's Fidone. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
With the catch, it's Fidone. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, you just cannot afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
And the Buffaloes offense is back out there on the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw to the back, an easy completion. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. And there's the handoff. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Well, they continue to play good football up front. A nice run, nice conversion here, and most importantly, working with that lead. Keep working that clock. You're trying to advance to that next round of the postseason.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground?
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Now it's 2nd down here. And so Kirk, Colorado has the lead. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here.
Okay, ready?
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Fire.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Accurate throw, catch made near the sideline. He does get the foot down. First down and goal here. A touchdown just about puts this game on ice. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And they finally stop him at the 3. The offense really threatening now.
Great job by the running back is staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Ball carrier tackled there. Urgency here in the 4th quarter. They must cut into this lead. It's 3rd down and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So the coach will decide to settle for 3 points here. Out comes the field goal unit. And that's the 2-minute warning. This offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. Right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So after adding to this big lead, they'll set to kick it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. This has been a rough game for these guys. Not much left to do but play for pride. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And he dumps it off to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. And he's got his man open downfield. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball's in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
So here we go, 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here. Try to force a field goal attempt. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. Well, a field goal here does them no good. So the offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Nebraska.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
They're set now to try the PAT. PAT is good. They still trail, though. Believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. Defense spends their 2nd timeout to try to regroup. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. So this game is not over yet. The score just got a little bit tighter. How will they play it? How aggressive on the play call? Finding some room at the 25. Mostly out of bounds, close to the end zone.
That back was shot out of a gun. How quick did he accelerate to pick up those yards? Just an electric run. Somehow he's knocked out of bounds at just the 1-yard line. Boy, he deserved a touchdown there.
And the Buffaloes looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. And the quarterback just sneaks it. Touchdown, Colorado. This offense really clicking.
Hey, it's 1st and goal. Why wait? Go with the sure thing. Let that quarterback get behind his line, push his way in for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The secondary backed up off the ball now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's got his man in the open field. It's a big gain all the way to enemy territory, tackled at the 45. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Here's the snap, looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly.
On the double.
Important third down play coming up.
Yankee Blue.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a first down. And the offense calls time now with 29 seconds remaining. The Cornhuskers will line up on 1st and 10. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. And the defense will stop the clock with a timeout here. 25 seconds remaining. That sack sets up a 2nd down and long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. The Huskers will come to the line to crank up the tempo. And the offense wisely spikes the ball here to stop the clock. They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2.
Come on, set.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a 2nd time? And he drops back in the gun. The pass falls incomplete. A big 4th down stop for this defense.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 play. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. for the national championship game. And we'll find out here today which side has the toughness and the depth to keep driving toward that ultimate goal, the chance to raise that gold trophy over their heads. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. It's been a tremendous college football playoff so far, and it's down to this, the semifinals. Which team will head on to the national championship game? Welcome, folks, to downtown Atlanta and Mercedes-Benz Stadium, site of this year's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl and, of course, part of the college football playoff. We've reached the semifinal stage, one last hurdle to clear before that national championship game. And today we're going to find out who's got the toughness and the depth to continue their drive and keep championship dreams alive. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Clemson Tigers, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined by Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff semifinal. Which team will keep their national championship hopes alive today? The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. Fields it just outside the goal line. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense comes on the field first today. Of course, this game in Atlanta, I think, is the mecca of college football. And over the years here in the Peach Bowl, we've seen underdog teams like UCF and Houston really come in here and make their own piece of history.
And Chris, think about it. The Peach Bowl, kind of like the Cotton Bowl, has been a major winner in this playoff expansion. They put on a great game, and they've already had some memorable moments. Who could forget in 2022, the field goal in the game that potentially wins it for Ohio State was kicked in 2022.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. It's a draw to the back. And they try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Getting set. Here's second down. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to pass here on second down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play here.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
They come to the line for a third and very long here on the opening drive. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Going for a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. The 10. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. So the Clemson Tigers offense out there for their first possession. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. To throw, it's Klubnik. Looks to the left, and it's complete. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been, and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down after that short completion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught near the sticks. It's Williams. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Brown. Defense drops him for a loss. Tougher second down on the way. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and connects with a wide open wide receiver. Touchdown Tigers! Made the defense look slow that time.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Baker. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here comes a handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. We'll see if the rest of this playoff game can live up to a very competitive opening period. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Second down. We're going to throw it. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Oh, Chris, against zone coverage like that and the ball thrown deep down the middle of the field, you've got to layer that throw in. Very challenging throw, requires a nice touch with a strong arm, and the quarterback that time just did not make the throw.
Important second down play coming up. Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. The sure hands. It's Edwards. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line. And the Tigers line up with a first and goal. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack.
Well, it's a great job by this defense coming up with a big sack there on first and goal. The offense still has their opportunities. Let's see if they can get back on track here on second and goal.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
And I really thought on second goal you might see the offensive coordinator elect to throw the ball, but instead try to catch the defense napping by running. Man, does it backfire.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Cannot escape, and down he goes.
Nothing tells you more about a defense's personality than when they get tested like this. Facing a first and goal, all the way to third and goal, you come up with a sack, relentless attitude. Now let's see what they decide to do on fourth and goal.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They'll run it to the left. Defense makes the tackle on the ball carrier.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run phase. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down after that previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Offense will set up on 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting 4th down and inches.
Well, a quick short throw here, not able to convert for the first down. You'd love to see that route maybe a little bit deeper to give yourself a better chance, but they come up a little bit short. So now it's decision-making time for the coach. I'd be shocked if they didn't go for it.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So here we go. They're going to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. And the quarterback's going to sneak it. And the Buffaloes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Crosses the 10-yard line. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
And I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, you just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. Get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Here's the 2nd down play. The quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. Time running down. Just 1 play left here in the half. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And he knocks that one right through. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. That is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, we wondered all week what this matchup would look like. So much at stake in this win-or-go-home game, and we've been treated to a fabulous first 2 quarters of playoff football. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. That's it for us from our EA Sports Studios in Orlando. Let's head back to Chris and Kirk for the exciting conclusion of this one, where we'll find out who is moving on in the CFP.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Dump off caught by the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Got him. He's sacked.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
That sack makes it second down and forever. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Pressure coming, and they've got him again.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Well, the screen doesn't produce a first down. Good work by the defense. Now it's fourth down. The Tigers bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And the Buffalo's offense is back out there on the field. This has been an uphill battle for both offenses. Let's see if they can get it going this time. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
Well, that's exactly what defensive coordinators love to see. You've got a quarterback that typically is known for his ability to cover, and here he shows some physical toughness by sticking his nose in there, and he comes up with a nice play in support.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Quarterback operating an empty set. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
They'll ride the back again here. And he's tackled just short of the midfield line at the 49.
Well, I feel like they call that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
We We reach the end of 3 in this playoff game, deadlocked. A classic on our hands as we stop to check the game summary so far. Headed to the final quarter of this playoff game, who's going to step up and make a difference here in this pursuit of a national championship? We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? They get him at the 42, good enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
They'll run it here. The game is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
2nd down play coming up. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain. Empty set now, 5 wide receivers. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. They make the 1st down, brought down to the 31. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right here. Tiny space at the 20. And the defense will spend their 2nd timeout here to make some adjustments.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
And the Buffaloes are going to cash in this red zone trip. On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. First and goal, final 2 minutes. A chance for the offense to break the tie here very late. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back, and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. Touchdown, Buffaloes. And they'll claim the 4th quarter lead.
Give credit to this offense. They work some clock. They eventually get the ball in the end zone. Now they've got the lead. You kick the extra point, and you hope your defense can hold on so you can win this game.
PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. And it comes down to this. They need a touchdown. They've got some time to work with. How aggressive will they be? That's reeled in. It's Edwards. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on 1st down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Gets into space at the 50. Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. scanning the field. It's Klubnik. Running out of time in the pocket. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. Incomplete. Second down coming up. And the quarterback dropping back. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Now it's second down here. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Dropping back. Looking to throw for the first down. Oh, and another incompletion.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
4th down, looking to throw for it. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Now, timeout taken by the offense with 19 seconds remaining. So the ball changes hands, and the offense finds itself backed up inside their own 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And the offense will take a timeout here. 13 seconds remaining. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 48. First down play here. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, and he's got it down inside the 20. And a timeout stops the clock with 8 seconds remaining. That huge play sets up a great opportunity. First and goal just outside the 5. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Touchdown, Colorado. This passing game is on fire today.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football. Well, that's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play, and to be able to accomplish this, to get to the national championship, that says everything about the endurance of this football team, both mentally and physically, and they get one more hurdle to see if they can become the national champs.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on another SEC team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So the Buffaloes offense comes on the field first today. Well, here we go, Kirk. The energy in this place is tremendous. We are 60 minutes away from crowning a new national champion.
And think about it, Chris. These two teams have put everything into this to get to this stage and this opportunity. Let's see who can handle it better.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to pass here on second down. Looks left and finds his target there. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. On this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. And the wideout goes in motion. 3rd down, out of the shotgun. He pulls it in for a big gain. And they'll finally go down, but it's a 1st down and much more. Great gain on the play. And the Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw again. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the track route and gets some positive yards.
Offense moving closer to the line of gain after that catch. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Catch made on the out route. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
In all of our prep work coming into this national championship, I really wondered how this secondary would hold up against this quarterback and this group of receivers. They better be ready to make some adjustments because right now, this quarterback is having his way with it.
Well, Buffaloes pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. They'll try the ground game here with the running back.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the back now goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Can he reach the end zone? And he scores. Touchdown, Buffs. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So Georgia's offense takes the field. The first chance we've had to see them today. First down here for this offense. To throw, it's back. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Boy, a wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Caught over the middle. It's Lewis. Oh, and it's a fumble. Looks like the defense has it. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. A pop pass on the jet sweep inside the 45. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. It's a solid game to pick up the first down on what will be likely the final play of this first quarter. And so Kirk, Colorado has the lead. We've reached the end of one in this battle for the national championship. Before moving on, let's check out the stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's an out route, the catch made, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kurt.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Tuggle. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they fumbled it away, and it set up a touchdown drive. Can they bounce back from that right away? So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Back to throw. It's Beck. And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Chris, that's on the offensive line right there. They definitely have to be feeling responsible because it's almost like you didn't protect your little brother back there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's Lewis. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. It's a short completion of the tight end. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down just to get everybody on the same page. The Bulldogs will bring their punt team onto the field. And now it's a very high kick straight up in the air. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Send the back in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Handoff in a single back formation. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
And completion makes it 2nd and short. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. They'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Looking right. This one caught. Tackled, but 1st down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Hey, I don't blame the defense here at all, Chris, for bringing the blitz. It's 3rd down and short. Got to get pressure on the quarterback, but you got to tip your cap to this quarterback. I think he was anticipating the blitz, so he's able to get the ball out of his hands quickly and pick up the 1st down.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Welsh. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Egregious roughing the passer call. Automatic 1st down. Let's hope the quarterback is okay. And the Buffaloes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. They're going to trust the kicker from 56 yards out. Let's see if he's got the distance. And he's got it from 56 yards away, never in doubt. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. Physical run, breaks through a tackle. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the 1st half of play. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Chris, thanks. What else might we expect in a game of this magnitude? Everything on the line, the eyes of the sports world on this battle with the coveted gold trophy at stake. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
And the Buffaloes will kick this away to start the 2nd half. Bringing it out, it's Tuggle. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Here's a quick throw off the play fake.
Well, a lot of times when a quarterback sees man defense, he wants to get the ball out of his hands as quickly as possible. Put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle or two on the outside and get a big play.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
325.
Scanning the field. It's Beck. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Catch hauled in here over the middle. And a nice first down gain there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Well, I thought we'd see this tight end all game long within this game plan, but that's just his second catch of the game. The defense has done a nice job of being able to recognize where he is and take him out of this plan.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Humphreys. And the stop is made, but not before a huge gain moves the ball to the 32.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to three receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You get to the national championship, Chris, you'd love to see more balance. They've not been able to run the football the entire game, putting everything on this quarterback in their passing game.
On the set.
Getting set. Here's second down.
Freedom. In blue.
And now they run the draw play. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. And the ball is picked off. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the Colorado offense is back out on the field. They got points on the board last time thanks to a long...
Get set.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid gain, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
Important second down play coming up. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Backed up on third down. Let's see what the call is. They need some breathing room for the punter at the very least. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Quick throw, catch made on the out route. They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And so Kirk, Colorado has the lead. We're just 1 quarter away from crowning a national championship. Let's check out the game summary so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The Buffaloes starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Hand off to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They stop him right at the 24.
Well, how fitting for him to get another nice carry here because it's been that kind of game in the national title. We knew coming in that he was going to be showcased. I didn't think he would have this kind of performance on this big of a stage, but he has, and a big reason why they're going to win this national title.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Brought down to the 28, and it's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking for his big tight end. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And looking to throw now on first down. Short pass finds the tight end. And the coach quickly calls timeout after the play, trying to hold on to as much time as possible. Georgia has moved into the red zone. Dropping back, it's Beck. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line. Offense now operating in the red zone, facing a 3rd and short from the 20. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the goal line. And he will score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Well, no surprise for an offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
PAT makes it a 17-7 game. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And here comes the Colorado offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession and then in a pick.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Moving the receiver around pre-snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down after that previous play. And now the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. Quarterback drops back. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up fourth down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a first down. Now here at 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
No problem. Knocks it right through. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
After extending the lead with a field goal, they'll kick it off now, trying to make the offense go a long way to win it. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Breaks free. They escaped one tackler, couldn't escape the rest. They've got him for a sack. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And he spikes it to stop the clock. Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Extending the play now. Pass ball is incomplete, but there's a flag. Will it keep the drive alive? You don't see that called too often, but you see it called here. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. The ball falls to the ground, and we have a national champion. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
Well, that's going to do it for us and wrap up another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the Colorado Buffaloes.